Hello there and welcome to Quick Learn Photography, straight to the point videos that teach you everything that I've learned in over the last 10 years of professional photography. I'm James, and in this video I'm going to talk about earning money, what sort of money you can possibly earn doing photography. Now, before I start recommending pricing or anything like that, I'm just going to go with my experience, how I built it up over the years, and pricing, how I went about pricing, not specific figures, but the sort of the formula of it, which might help you. So if you're just starting out in photography, or perhaps you've been doing photography for quite a long time and you've got some good gear and you do it as like a hobby, perhaps you share stuff on social media and everybody's like, oh, I really like your photos are good, but you're not really taking it professionally, you're not charging people for money. Or maybe you've got to the point like I did over 10 years ago when people started coming to you saying, can you photograph this for us, please? Like your photos are really good on social media. Can you do this? And then it's to the point where you're like, I need to start charging for this, okay? So we're going to get into that, and I'm just going to relate how it went for me, like the progression, okay? When it comes to charging. So you may think as well as a little side line, like you've got your job, whatever it is, or whatever it is that you do, and perhaps you think I can do, spend the odd bit of time every now and then using my photography knowledge and gear and equipment and charging a bit extra, maybe at the weekends, maybe in the evenings, whenever it is. You think, yeah, I can start charging for what I do. So if you are learning photography and you want to start from the beginning and you want to learn, check out my previous videos or the course that I've done online and start from scratch. So this is talking to people, like I said, that are pretty confident with what they do, whatever genre type of photography, say it's like landscape or out and about photos or, I don't know, pet portraits, anything like that, whatever it is you do, you get to the point where people are asking you or you want to start making a bit of money. So here's my advice. Now this is my advice from what worked with me, okay? So it's different from each photographer. I'm not saying I'm the business guru or I'm like, I've got this perfect strategy for pricing. This is how it went for me, okay? There are other photographers online going on about how they charge £10,000 for a shoot and things like that. So I'm not one of those. We're just going to talk about pricing. So the first one I ever got paid for, the first paid photo job I got paid for was £100. I couldn't believe it. Someone was willing to give me money for my photography. It was a local restaurant that I used to get Indian food from. And they said, we need some photos. I was like, I can give it a go. And they paid £100. And that was the first step. The second someone exchanges money for your photography, then you're a professional photographer, because that means you're making a living out of it. You're charging money. So that was kind of like, wow, great. So you may be in a similar thing. So if you're getting good feedback from people, but you're a bit scared about pricing or whatever, say you haven't even got a website yet, you just use, say, Instagram or whatever social media platform, and people are seeing your work. You maybe think, oh dear, do I really charge? Like a bit of imposter syndrome, like who am I to charge? You might be a bit shy about it. But maybe start at that, £100. Like, okay, I'll do a handful of photos for this, or family portrait or whatever. Just say, oh, the time, explain what it takes. I've got to edit as well. I've bought this gear and I've spent quite a long time learning how to use it. So start charging. So that was my first price, was £100. Over time, I was getting more frequent sort of little jobs coming in. And then it went up to £200. £200 for, say, 2 or 3 hours of photography, and that was great. Now, I didn't charge extra for the editing, that was all included. So all my pricing is just how I do it personally. Whatever I charge, I include the editing in that. I don't charge extra for the editing unless they want it the next day. If it's for like a PR shoot or something, or media, then I have to pay a little bit extra for that. But my price is my price. You charge extra for travel, a hotel if you need it, that sort of thing. So basically put it up in increments. Say you start at £100 and you think, that's great, £100 for a couple of hours work, brilliant, and someone pays you for that. And then you start getting more and more and more. You would get more inquiries, or word gets out. Maybe build a little website, just get something where you can direct people to you, your information and your work. Even if it is Instagram, that can work to start off with, or something like that, or LinkedIn, or whatever it is you use. Instagram's good for that creative side. So just up it in increments. That's what I did. You kind of test the waters. You just sort of like, the next job, you're like, okay, £200. Ooh, will someone actually pay me for that? You get that, no one's going to pay me. No one's going to. And then if you do, you get £200. And that is a reasonable wage. I think personally, from all the other photographers that I know, how they built up and everything, myself personally, people that I've followed online, I think that's a reasonable amount to charge. If you've invested in good gear and invested a lot of time, practice and knowledge, and people want that skill set, then they pay for it. So maybe creep it up to £200. That's where I was at for a long time. £200 for like a morning or an afternoon, or 2-3 hours. I would have a minimum as well. So even if the job only took 20 minutes, it was still £200. And I still work by that now. I've got a different price now, but you have your price and it's a minimum. If they like, you're going to be here all day, then double it or however you feel comfortable. But the thing is to test the waters. The more you get, the more inquiries, just up it a little bit by increments, then to £250. I'm only using these figures as like an illustration. I'm not telling you to charge this amount, okay? Whatever you feel comfortable with. Put it up £50, £300, and so on and so on, and then start pricing it how you want, okay? Also, look at other photographers, look at their websites. A lot of them have a pricing about page or whatever on their page, and you can see what they're charging. You can see, are you as good as them? Is your workers? Have you got the reputation they have? Or, yeah, can you compete with them? There was one years ago that I really, really liked, and I pushed myself hard to get as good as, not as good as him, the quality of images to try and get as good as him. And I didn't quite get there, but I wasn't far off. I was really pushing for a long, long time to get like his very documentary editorial style photography. He was amazing. I even got the same cameras as him, the same gear. But I didn't charge what he did because he was well established. He had a lot of years of experience and clients. But I did get up to charging a third of what he did, and that was still like more than enough for what I wanted for that type of photography. So it's about testing the waters. Just keep upping it. Say you have a steady flow of work at the price you're at for a while, okay, and you're getting that, sort of trickles of work coming in. If you up it a little bit more and then that work falls off and you don't get it, then you know you've charged too much. So just creep it back a little bit and then go from there. If you're still getting that steady amount of work, so let's use those figures. £200, okay, for a good half a day's photography, okay, £200, just to say, all right. Let's say you put it up to 300 and then the work falls off, you don't get enough. But say it doesn't, and you still get inquiries and people are willing to pay 300. After a while, once you're building up your portfolio, I'm going to get onto that in a minute, creep it up to 350, then 400. If it doesn't start falling off, or what it might do is start flushing out the ones that don't want to pay that kind of money. And sometimes those customers are a bit of a pain. They're like, if they're constantly questioning the price, you know that even after the job, they're going to constantly question what you've done. They might try and get, oh, this isn't quite what we wanted. Can we knock £100 off? And sometimes they're a bit of a pain. I'm just going through my experience. Okay, I'm not saying everybody is like that. All right, but just test the waters with little increments. That's what I've done, and I've got to, I'm really happy with what I can charge now, and it hasn't really depleted. It's kind of more funneled it into those sort of people that will pay, because I do commercial and corporate photography a lot. So these are big businesses and they don't care. So you can end up charging quite well. It took me years, it took me a long, long time, but just test the waters. That's what I would recommend. So say you emailed me or asked another photographer and said, what do I charge? I can't tell you what to charge. Just start with what you feel comfortable with. And over time, what happens is whatever job you're doing or whatever type of work, over time, it might build up where what you're earning part-time as a photographer is more than what you were earning before. Then it gets to the point where this could be my job. And then, yeah, just start charging. The better you get, people have to pay for that. Okay, say a job only takes half an hour. They might think you're only here for half an hour. What they don't realize is you've spent years or months practicing, really getting good with your skill set, with light, with settings, and also with the right camera gear as well. You might have spent quite a bit on camera gear, and you certainly know how to use it. So they're paying for your years or months of experience, okay? And then with the editing and things like that. So that's what they're paying for. So you can get to earning quite good money with photography. I mean, wedding photography, I don't do it so much anymore. I only do it for like friends and stuff, but wedding photography can be really big money. I'm going to do a separate section on weddings later on down the line, because although it is good money, the pressure, the stress, the work involved with weddings is a whole different animal. It's tough work. It's really nice and it's really satisfying, and it can be really, really good money. And it can be a weekend job as well. A lot of weddings are on a Saturday, so that can be a really extra kick of money there, weddings. But yeah, that's a separate thing, because you really got to know what you're doing if you're going to photograph someone's wedding. So just long story short, if I'm doing like a commercial job or a local portrait or something goes wrong, somebody gets ill, car breaks down, I get ill, we can postpone, we can reschedule. With a wedding, you can't. You get one shot and that's it. Anyway, we'll deal with that later. So I've got to a point after like 10 years, COVID kind of threw a spanner in the works with it for a bit. It really slowed me down. I was just on my way to really getting on it, especially with the sort of work that I do. And then COVID happened. So it's kind of not back to square one, but it took a couple of years for that to build back up again. But I've got to the point now where I'm really happy with what I can earn, even on one job. Those increments have crept up a lot, and I've sort of found my niche, and I feel happy with what I'm charging and more than comfortable with it. And you can get there too. Just keep pushing up and up and up, and look at the competition as well. Now, another really important thing, if you are going to start charging, you may be really good, really, really good. You can look at your photos and you think, I can match all these professionals, all these people with amazing social media accounts, I can match it. But if you haven't got a portfolio, no one's going to know. So you have to build up a portfolio to prove that you can do this work, kind of like projects. You have to do shoots, projects for free, all kinds of things. You have to make your own projects and do your own shoots if you haven't got that portfolio. So at first I was doing little free jobs for friends or whatever. If I heard of something going on, I would say, can I come and photograph it, please? You get the photos for free. I'm just trying to build up a portfolio. That's a really, really good, sorry, something in my throat. That's a really, really good way to build up that portfolio, is to do stuff for free at first. Excuse me, I don't want to redo this video again. So, build up a portfolio, even doing free jobs, make up your own projects, drag people in, friends, family, whoever, to get the shots and start building it up. Once you've got that solid portfolio, especially on a website, then you can send that to people. People can see it and they think, yes, we pay this person. So that's my recommendation for pricing. It worked for me, and it got to the point where it's my job, and it's allowed me a lot more free time. I can earn, I don't work 5 days a week, but say I have a full day photography, that's pretty enough for the week, really. It's got to that point. So yeah, just build it up and build it up. You gain that reputation, you get more and more recommendations, build the portfolio, and just test the waters with pricing. So say you're starting for £100 for somebody's asked you to do something, next time 150. See how that goes, 200, and so on and so on and so on. And just build it up and test the waters. So photography can pay very well. I'm not up there with the big league stuff where they're earning tens of thousands a shoot, but I'm pretty comfortable with the point I've got to with what I'm earning. The reputation I've got, the portfolio I've got, the years of experience I've got. So it's worked for me. It may go up even more. I'm not too greedy about stuff, but some people earn an absolute fortune doing photography. So that's where it can lead to. So just keep testing the waters. I hope this advice helped. And yeah, if you're umming and ahhing about should I start charging for money, then yeah, obviously do your free stuff to build your portfolio, but after a while it's like, yeah, I've got to start charging now for this. It's time, effort, equipment and knowledge. All right, so I hope this helped. Just super quick, I forgot to do it at the end of the video. If you want to have some one-to-one coaching, if you're liking the videos that I'm doing and you want to progress a bit more and you want some advice from me on photography tips, gear, or even the business side of things, if you want some one-to-one coaching, I'm offering that service now. So the link is down below, and get in touch and we can have a discovery call, see what sort of needs that you have, and if it's in my capability to help, then we can work something out. So the link down below if you'd like some one-to-one coaching.